Coming up tonight on Blitz, Michael Granberry and the Pisgah Dragons travel to Scott Central. The Dragons win, and they get home field in the opening round of the playoffs. Callaway needed a win to keep his playoff hopes alive. Madison Central not looking to give the Chargers any favors. And underdogs upset. Could Jesse Wilson and his Vikings do the unthinkable and knock off Cam Akers and #1 Clinton? That's our Sonic game of the week. It's showtime, folks. Corners on an island. Lock it down. Send the house. Coach just called in. The Blitz. Live from the 16 WAPT studios, it's Friday night, and this is Blitz 16. Coach, is there something you have to say? Yeah, Northwest Rankin and Greenville second frame. Cougars already up 14-0. Jared Jasper in for Braden Smith. Finds Carson Banks. There you go. It's not unusual. That's not that Carson, folks. Cougars a few plays later, they hand it off to the Beast. Cameron Carroll, he is one strong kid. Bulldozers away to pay her just like that. It's 21-0. Northwest Rankin with 9:45 left in the second. Ensuing possession. How about that defense? Malik Hobart only likes his lunches one way. Brown bags, folks. That's a sack to stymie the Hornets drive. Jeremiah Collins, he would get a pick for Greenville just before the half, but that was about it for the Hornets. Cameron Carroll added another score before halftime, 42-6 homecoming win for those Cougars. Folks, you know by now, you are dialed into the most comprehensive Friday night football show in the Magnolia State. Welcome into Week 10 of Blitz 16, presented by Bank Plus, alongside Ashley Shamity and my man Marcus Hunter. I'm Josh Jackson.
You know, Josh, Clinton's Cam Akers is our defending player of the week. He had 7 touchdowns last week. 7. He's the best player on the state, on the best team in the state. But Warren Central has something to say about that tonight. That's where we find Mr. Game of the Week, Michael Fleet.
Guys, #1 coming in town for a matchup with a team that was known for its upsets last season. Warren Central with only 1 blemish on their record, while Clinton is trying to stay spotless. Vikings senior running back Javante Shorter doesn't mind getting dirty as he muscles to the goal line. Put the flex on him, young man. WC up 7-0. Same frame, different player. Quarterback Jesse Wilson slips to the right side of the line and shows some open field speed. Push the lead, 14-0. Clinton gets a field goal, but the big red machine isn't done. Senior DeMarcus Jones dives for the end zone, and right now, Warren Central seeing all the angles. Jones gets another touch in the end zone. Shimmy shake to the pylon. Warren Central adds a field goal after the missed PAT. That makes it 30-3 at the break. Second half, and Akers joins the party for the Arrows and makes it 30-10. Quick stop for them, gives the ball back, and now Cam goes airborne. Rolls right, finds Reginald Landing, just misses the pylon. Southern Miss commit Darius Mayberry tacks on the last yard to give Clinton 17 points, and the sidelines coming alive. But Uncle Mo is a fickle friend. Warren Central's Jones finds a seam and splits it for another 6, and the lead stretches again. Wilson won't be outdone, so he slips it to sophomore Corey Wilson Jr. for a huge gain down the home sideline, and then the quarterback finishes that one himself. Clinton would add 2 more scores, one on the ground from Mayberry and another through the air from senior wideout Jordan Patton, but the damage was done. Warren Central wins 50-32.
We just executed with a level of focus, and we tried to do our best as a team and all 3 phases and try to win a football game the old-fashioned way and just with everybody coming together doing their part.
This is come from the O-line, D-line, secondary. We just had to stop number 3, and we did.
Undefeated, no more, guys. Warren Central with the win tonight over Clinton. They have Starkville next week. Clinton will try to rebound against Greenville. For now, we're here at Vikings Field. Micah Fleet, 16 WAPT Sports.
All right, congratulations, Coach Josh Morgan, my old college teammate over at Mississippi State. Again, that final score, Clinton Arrows, losers tonight. Warren Central getting the win, 50-32 over the Arrows.
Well, how about that? Well, you know, Ashley, Callaway Chargers, they started out 5-0, had a 3-game skid, but they got back to those winning ways last week.
Yeah, Josh, this one against Madison Central was a must-win in order to keep their playoff hopes alive. Just from the first half, you could tell Callaway would not go down without a fight. In the first, Chargers strike first. On fourth down, Callaway fakes the kick. Ball ends up in the hands of Harold Blackman. Blackman gets a first down and more, takes the outside route until he's pushed out of bounds inside the 5. The very next possession, now Kenneth Thompson punches it in. PAT is good. Chargers on the board first, 7-0. But Thompson is not done yet. Same quarter, Tyrese Winford gets the snap, hands it off to Thompson, who looks like he's going up the middle, but takes a left-hand turn instead and does not stop. Outruns his defenders all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Callaway. Extra point no good. Chargers go up 13-0. Now check out this next play. On the kickoff, it is blocked. Madison Central recovers inside the 5. However, Jags would not capitalize. They fumble on the very next down. So fast forward to the second. MC really needing some points before the half. Jack Walker hits Hunter Blaylock with one man to beat. He makes it to the end zone for 6. 13-7 would be the halftime score.
And folks, that final tonight, Madison Central comes back, ends Callaway's playoff contention. Final score 23-13. Well, no denying the Chargers played a great game, but let's get to our anatomy of the play. We're going to switch it up a little this week, giving some love to the special teams. Let's go back to that blocked kick by the Jaguars. I went ahead and slowed this one down and zoomed in so you could really see what's happening. So as Chargers preparing for the kick, stop here. Kobe Cole, linebacker, he gets a block first, then another block, and keeps on going, picks it up in the 5, and has his eyes on the kicker. There you go. They're inside their own on the 5, and they'll go on to score. Let's see that and speed it up real quick so we can see it in full motion. Once again, he, boom, gets the kicker. There you go. Ashley's anatomy of the play.
That is Sports A&P with Ashley Shamadi. Bars, folks, bars. All right, last year, Tylertown, they made the playoffs, but they were bounced in the opening round. This year, the Chiefs are undefeated, and they face Seminary Friday. Winner claims first place in 3A Region 8. Let's head out to Tylertown. The Chiefs would get the ball first. Why? Well, because they're the Chiefs, and they call the shots. All right, DeBrian McGee is going to hand it off to Ty James, and James kicks it into another gear. He breaks free from Bulldogs and then breaks all the way into the end zone with a touchdown, putting the Chiefs on the board. Quite the impressive run for Ty James. Probably won't be the last time you hear his name. All right, on defense, Jalen Williams is going to quickly stop Seminary's Tyveron Morgan from getting a first down. And midway in the first, the Chiefs' big man, and I mean big man, Javius McGee, he's going to get loose from the defense, breaks a few tackles, stiffs arms the defender. He goes to the end zone for another Chief touchdown. And the coach, he is like, there you go, coach, get in there. Second quarter, Felix McCullum finally gets the Bulldogs on the board with a touchdown from the goal line. But the Chiefs streak will continue. Ty James could not be contained as he makes another impressive run for a touchdown. Chiefs all over Seminary. That final 49-19.
All right, so winners of their last 3, MRA look to remain undefeated in district play. They got Washington School tonight, and this would be a defensive struggle. So let's start off with a little bit of defense. Corey Jackson, after you see the coach talking to his quarterback right there, Hunter Hosey. Yeah, they will get it going later, but right here, you're going to see the blitz, and that is Anderson Shelley getting sacked into the backfield. Next for MRA on the next drive, Williams Millam, he's going to get the carry, and he's a shifty back, picking up about 10 yards on that carry, and he would get much more than 10 on the next run. Millam finding a cutback lane. There it is, and he's going to gain 25 yards on that one, and that would lead to a Hunter Hosey touchdown pass, and that would give them a 7-0 lead. Washington would come back, though. The Generals quarterback, Anderson Shelley, you saw him getting sacked earlier. He's not going to get sacked right here. He's going to show you his legs and show him off. Making a nice run, getting deep into MRA territory. He would punch it in, or they would punch it in for a touchdown after that. But the final score, MRA would get the victory, 21-14 over Washington.
Go Patriots.
All right, now let's head out to Hughes Field. Pearl and Jim Hill and quarterback Jake Smithhart. You've heard his name before, but this time he's handing it off to Johnny Winston, who follows his blocking for 6 points. Irish strikes first. Later on, Smithhart on the play action, and then he finds Tylen Knight on the slant. Knight immediately cuts it outside, and no one is going to get him after that. He gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Pearl of 14-0 after the first and the second. More from Smithhart. They could not stop this kid, and they couldn't last night, or tonight, that is. Smithhart pump fakes and finds Orion Evans. He has a touchdown. Final score in this one, Pearl, you saw him score a lot of touchdowns. They continue to do so. Big winners, 57-14.
Let's go, John Perry. All right, time to take our first break here on the Blitz. But when we return down to South Pike for the first time this year, that's a long drive, folks. But an officer, he has something he wants to tell you real quickly here. Check it out.
Split 16, because I said so.
Split 16, brought to you by Bank Plus.